The cruise is back.
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
And setting sail with the newest and most luxurious ship in the fleet.
The decor is fantastic.
Majestic Princess is on her maiden voyage from Shanghai to Sydney.
Welcome to Sydney, Australia, Majestic Princess.
Visiting Asia's megacities
Well, it's amazing.
and stunning scenery in New Zealand and Australia.
Who wants a kiss?
But it won't be plain sailing. It's typhoon season.
Houston, we have a problem.
And with 3,500 cruises, expecting the very best,
We're here to make a negative into a positive. That's our job.
the crew will be working
I want it in half an hour.
around the clock
If they're happy, I'm happy.
to deliver the holiday of a lifetime.
Very exciting.
This time, the crew is preparing everyone on board for a crossing the Equator party,
I don't actually think they know what they're letting themselves in for. It's going to be very, very messy.
but the galley is running behind,
So give me the pastry chef here now.
and Chef Nilo is not happy.
Find me a jello that is jello.
The ship runs into bad weather in New Zealand,
Wind gusting up to 65 to 70 knots.
putting Captain Dino under pressure as he navigates into the famous fjords.
I'd rather it be floating around the boat than in the ocean swimming.
The ship is leaving Singapore halfway through her maiden voyage from Shanghai to Australia,
Mr. Pilot.
with new captain Dino Sagani at the helm.
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
He was the ship's inaugural captain and has just returned after a 2-month break to take the vessel into the southern hemisphere for the very first time.
So I'm very happy to be here now and put down this milestone.
It's exciting for all crew and passengers.
And start to thrust off for each end.
Crossing the Equator is a big event for any ship, and all departments are involved in putting on a huge celebration. Entertainment director Mark is prepping his team.
This is just tradition. If people haven't done it before, so if they've not crossed the equator, they're the lowest of the low, they're the dirt. So we look down on them. It's pantomime, pantomime.
Old naval tradition dictates that ships must pay their respects to the Lord of the Seas, King Neptune.
I'm Neptune.
And I'm his really trashy bride.
Passengers and crew crossing the equator for the first time face an initiation to check they're hardy enough to be sailors. The test? They'll have buckets of food hurled at them, resulting in a massive food fight.
Essentially, it's jelly, it's chocolate sauce, it's strawberry sauce, eggs, and some spaghetti. I don't actually think they know what they're letting themselves in for at the moment. I mean, it's all well and good describing it, but it's going to be very, very messy.
Who doesn't like getting mucky, really?
Hundreds of passengers are expected to take part in the event, but it's the crew who haven't crossed the equator before who should really worry.
I'm so proud of my deck officer because I also have a second officer and 2 cadets who never crossed the line in their life. So they're gonna get absolutely destroyed. I mean, no, we are professionals. Be safe, guys.
Veteran Health and Safety Officer Silvio has crossed the line 12 times.
Hi. Well, it's like a maritime baptism. You can't say you're a seafarer until you cross the equator at least once.
He's looking forward to inflicting the initiation ceremony on Second Officer Declan and Cadet Calvin.
You always want to get it out of the way when you're a cadet because the further up in the ranks you go, I think the more people try to take advantage of it whenever it's happening.
Hi, Calvin.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Are you ready?
I'm very ready.
Ready. I look at the script and the ceremony. It's not looking good for you. Also, Declan, finally you can be called a seafarer, yeah? A real seaman. Yeah? After 5 years. Oh my God, you're gonna get absolutely destroyed. No, I mean, yeah!
Calvin and Declan are preparing for the worst.
You're gonna be fine.
As much as I'm regretting it, I'm glad it's finally getting it over with.
As the passengers are enjoying their final hours of Northern Hemisphere sunshine, for hotel engineer Scott, there is no rest. He's been called to the Lido pool.
Apparently one of the ladders is broke, so I've just come to check it out, really.
So close to the equator, with temperatures regularly above 30 degrees,
How are you doing, sir?
a problem with the pool is the last thing they need.
It looks like one of these have fallen. Someone's broken it. Basically, the well's broke. You didn't have to drain the pool to fix it.
I'm gonna have to drain the pool tonight.
Don't do that. It's pretty hard to swim in a pool with no water.
With the equator party imminent, fixing the step is urgent. As the ship sails south,
Okie dokes.
guest services trainer Cynthia has heard there's a problem from one of the passengers.
So walking around the ship all the time, I get asked questions and asking how the cruise is going. And somebody just brought to our attention that this elevator has not been working the entire voyage. And we're testing the elevator.
Yes, we are.
To see if it's actually working or not. No number at all, it's completely blank.
And it's not opening as well.
Yeah.
That particular elevator hasn't worked since we left Shanghai.
That's good to know.
That's good to know.
We kind of need to know this. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Always on duty, Cynthia will now take the job to the maintenance team to make sure it's sorted.
It's the first time I've heard about it. Whether somebody else has heard about it, we don't know, but we're certainly going to find out. We're going to be on it.
Upstairs in cabin D202, 86-year-old passenger Shirley is travelling on the cruise to Sydney to see her grandchildren.
Possibly.
But whilst on holiday, she's dusting off her dancing shoes and preparing to take to the floor.
I just thought this would do nicely for the ballroom dance practice.
Known as Shirl the World to her friends, she likes to party.
Dancing on tables is one of my specialities. Once when I worked for British Rail and got invited to a leaving party and ended up, after a couple of gin and oranges, dancing on the table in a miniskirt. So after that, I got invited to most people's parties. I enjoyed it, though. I don't care.
Widowed 18 months ago, she's hoping to find someone to dance with and is heading to one of the 13 ballroom classes on this cruise.
I should go along on my own, but it would be nice to have a male dance partner. Yeah, it would be ideal.
Today, it's a lesson in merengue.
5, 6, 7, 8.
But it looks like Shirl will have to learn alone.
So can we go back to our partners, please?
I don't know. I'm hoping for a partner. I'll watch him very carefully.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3,
I don't know what to do, but I'll try.
6, 7, 8.
I saw you didn't have a partner. Okay, late.
Looks like you've got a partner.
It looks like it.
It's you late, right?
We're dancing.
Jumped in.
Sue isn't the man Shirl was hoping for, but she can practice with her while she continues to look for her prince.
Yeah. We did it.
We got there.
It's the day of the party,
Good morning, good morning.
and Majestic Princess is approaching the equator.
You sleep well last night? Oh, all right, that's good. I sleep like a baby, even though I'm not.
The ship is in full-scale prep for the crossing the line party. But there is nowhere under more pressure than the galley. On top of cooking 4,800 eggs, 210 kilos of bacon, and 1,400 croissants for the passengers' breakfast,
Make a new one, because these are all dries out.
Executive Chef Nilo has been tasked with preparing vats of food, including colored meringue for the event.
80% is ready.
But there is a problem.
Where's the jello? Show me, show me, show me.
The kitchen has to produce 10 kilos of jelly as the main ingredient for the food fight.
It's not even a jello.
But it isn't setting.
Bring it to the freezer. It's liquid. Give me the pastry chef here now.
And Nilo's not amused.
Good morning. Why is the jello not ready? It's liquid. No, I checked this morning. But you don't, because it's liquid. Make sure find me a jello that is jello. And I want it in half an hour. This makes me crazy in the morning. Well, I try not to have it because I don't want to ruin my day.
As Nilo takes a moment,
Try to come down. Try to come down.
entertainment director Mark pops in to check up on progress.
A little bit concerned that that's a bit wobbly still.
With less than an hour and a half to go until party time, everything else needs to be on track.
Can we have a quick check through?
I have all your spaghetti here and fresh eggs.
And Mark is not the only one concerned. Food and beverage manager Karen is also checking up.
And the salmon?
Yeah. Yeah, is this okay with you?
Crossing the equator ceremony requires all new seafarers to kiss a fish. For today's event, a 4.5-kilo salmon will be on the receiving end of everyone's affections.
Very impressive, chef. Would you like to kiss?
All right, so they made the jello this morning. It needs to be a special consistency. We want it wobbly. We don't want it too hard because it will just bounce off their heads. We don't want it too soft because in the sun it will melt. So we've put it in what we call the blast chiller just to accelerate it.
What is plan B? There's no plan B for jello.
With breakfast coming to an end, the passengers will soon start heading up on deck.
Need to get the fire extinguisher.
One thing that must be sorted is the pool.
Got it?
The water drained, Scott's repair can begin.
We've got to get it in service. We use this red sheet just for cover. Obviously we're welding in a public area, so if there's any passengers actually look at the weld, it could be dangerous for their eyes. And then you're doing one pass underneath as well?
Yeah.
Extra strong. Oh. Ah, just the man.
Yeah.
Ladder's finished, so we can refilm it.
Okay.
Job's a good one.
The water's filling up and the entertainment team is dressing up in preparation for their role in the Equator party.
Can I have 2 empty balloons and I will blow them to the right size? Would that be okay?
Yeah. Do you want the...
Because I need them to fit into my dress and those are too big.
Okay.
So, yeah, just 2 empty balloons. Morning, everybody. Morning.
And entertainment director Mark is continuing to check everything is on track for the big event.
Oh dear. I'm just looking through the window. That's not a good sign. Houston, we have a problem. An hour out and it's absolutely lashing it down.
It's a disaster.
Okay, we've got to start thinking about plan B.
If the deck is wet, the crossing the line party won't take place, and hundreds of passengers will be disappointed.
Make sure we're not soaking the electrics.
Yeah.
Contingency is to push it till tomorrow. Obviously, it wouldn't be on the equator, but I'm sure the guests would understand the reasons why we've delayed it 24 hours.
Despite the huge impact on all the passengers, if the tropical downpour continues, there will be no choice but to cancel the party. The Crossing the Equator party is in an hour and a half, but the rain has put the carefully planned event in jeopardy.
So this is the bonus of having no hair. It doesn't get frizzy, it dries very quickly.
With cancellation looming, there's a fortunate turn in the weather.
Apparently it's stopped completely now, sun's out. We can get the deck dry. Fingers crossed we'll soldier through.
The party will go ahead.
I think we'll get our 10,000 steps today.
Up on deck, with the ladder fixed, the race is on for Scott to fill the pool with 100,000 litres of water.
Who the hell's cut your hair?
Norberto.
Get your money back.
No, I didn't pay him.
Oh, good. It looks like you stuck your head in a potato peeler.
Okay.
I can't stop looking at it.
After checking the pH levels,
Booyah! 2.3.
the pool is good to go.
Open sesame. Good news, yeah. The sun's shining, the pool's getting opened up. The job is done for this morning. You're the first one in. First swimmer. Happy days. If they're happy, I'm happy. At the end of the day, they're paying my wages, so good.
Scott might be happy, but down in the galley there is one man who is anything but.
Get me the jello. Where's the pastry chef? Is it firm now?
Yeah, almost.
Almost firm. How firm? 80%? 5 minutes before 10, you bring both of the jello personally. Bring it to me on the lobster bar. All right, let's go.
There's only minutes to go until the Equator party is due to start.
Cheers, guys. Have a good one. So final check now is the Royal Entourage, Neptune, Queen Double D. And fingers crossed we're all ready to go in here. Okay, can we have Neptune and Queenie at the front, please? Showtime.
Up on deck, hundreds of passengers are gathering to experience this maritime tradition, including those who've never crossed the Equator before, who are waiting for their initiation.
Thank you very much for volunteering. At the end, you're going to be quite messy.
Morning, everyone. Have fun.
Ooh, chocolate.
But there is one vital ingredient still missing.
I want my Jello.
We're running just behind schedule at the moment. But fingers crossed, we've got a quarter of an hour now. We'll still go out on time.
It's all hands on deck.
Caught me a big one today. We got spaghetti, we got flour, we got eggs. We're gonna crack them over their head.
No eggs. Look at no eggs only. It's 10-2. You can keep calling the pastry chef, yeah? I scream like, I want my Jello! Oh, there you go, my Jello. All right. Yep, it's all yours.
And just in the nick of time, it all comes together.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Dino Sagani.
So I came here so you can see my face. You heard me yesterday, and now, of course, we are very excited. So thank you and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Ciao, ciao.
It's the moment everyone, including the crew, have all been dreading.
How do you please? Let the sledging begin. Sledging for everyone! It is official. The Majestic Princess has passed. We are across the Equator. Big round of applause!
After 4 days at sea and 1,900 nautical miles since Singapore,
Stop distant transfers.
Majestic Princess has made it to Darwin, Australia. Over 600 passengers are making the most of being on dry land to see the Aussie wildlife.
Good day, mate.
And joining them is guest services trainer Cynthia.
Actually, being here makes me miss home quite a lot. I think I felt full of sea salt for a few months. It's good to come out.
In 14 years of working on cruises, this is only her third shore excursion.
It's so nice to be out here, isn't it? It's just so fresh, and the smell of eucalyptus. It is eucalyptus, isn't it? Must be. What does he do? Why does he do that?
She's done that since she was just a little joey. She's perfectly healthy. She just likes to suck on her pellets upside down.
Pellets upside down. That's too funny, isn't it?
But Cynthia can't get too used to being away from the ship.
Just glad to be back on board. The good old home away from home.
After her stop, it's time for Majestic Princess to set sail again, making her way around the northern coastline of Australia to the Great Barrier Reef.
We have entered earlier on this morning. It was quite a strong current as we were at the beam of Booby Island. Yes, it is called Booby Island.
After almost 3 weeks at sea, it's time for this set of passengers to leave before 3,500 new guests step on board. But before they disembark this evening, the crew are putting on a party to remember.
I like to enjoy with the passengers. I like to have a little bit of fun with them, you know. But the most, I like to drive the ship. That's the best. It's the best part of the job, especially this ship, the Majestic.
The passengers are all glammed up.
Good evening. Come on in.
Hello.
Hi, Shirley.
Dancer Shirley the Whirl is ready for the ball with practice partner Sue and hubby Steve.
Cheese. Chocolate condom.
Steve? Guaranteed to make you laugh. Steve?
Party has started, so I think it's time to go down. How are you tonight?
Good, thank you.
Going to the party?
Oh, yeah.
I'll see you down there.
After you, Shirley.
Good evening. So I usually take the right and then I go around all the deck, try to catch as many passengers as I can.
He's very handsome in his uniform.
I'll say.
Good evening, ladies. How are you tonight? Signora, how are you? Very nice to meet you. Oh, I might have to run to make a speech. Can I catch you after the speech?
That would be wonderful, thank you.
Please put your hands together for Captain Dino Sagani!
Ladies and gentlemen, as we say back home, arrivederci. Arrivederci.
So sad.
As the passengers hit the dance floor, Sue and Shirl have a final twirl.
Can I? I heard that she's looking for a partner. Should we try? If I get in trouble with my wife, I might have to. So it's been a pleasure, and I hope that I'll see you again on another cruise. And thank you very much for this beautiful dance. Wow.
That was totally unexpected. Out of the blue. Fabulous. It's like a dream. I think I've just found my ideal dance partner. And who would have expected it? The captain of the ship.
Oh, give me a hug.
Majestic Princess has just reached Sydney. It's her first ever docking in the world-famous harbour, and Captain Dino Sagani is at the helm.
I feel I have been in many ports around the world, but when you come into Sydney, you can't get complacent. When you come in, you look at the Opera House, here look at the Harbour Bridge, amazing. I was happy to be here.
In just a few hours, the ship leaves for the New Zealand leg. And joining for the 12-day route are 3,500 new passengers. On the upper decks, a housekeeping team of over 200 turn around cabins, while Director of Food and Beverage Karen signs off 250 tons of fresh supplies.
We load for the whole 12 days. There's no other ports to load, so if we don't get it on today, then we miss it.
But there's more that needs to be on board before departure.
What's plan B?
And there's a problem.
Unfortunately, the bigger forklift has broken down. The man's trying to fix it. So we're 45 minutes behind schedule. Got about 4,000 pieces of luggage waiting to load on. And then once they arrive on board, the boys then have to take the luggage to the rooms. Passengers don't know it's broken down, so they'll be saying, "Where's my luggage? I want to change. I need my medicine." I think his trousers are going to fall off any minute.
How many? Wait, sorry, again.
With bags still dockside, the guest services team is feeling the impact.
Our luggage hasn't turned up yet.
We didn't have any delays with the luggage.
There's two of them. It's a red bag and a gold bag.
Still no luggage.
While the guests wait for their belongings, in the loading bay, executive housekeeper Vitor hovers anxiously over the mechanic.
I'm just waiting to see if the forks come down. Good news to start.
Housekeeping can now begin reuniting 4,000 bags with their owners.
At long last, my luggage. Oh.
On a day like this, we just all work together.
All luggage out for delivery. Right on time at 6:45, the ship sets sail.
This is your captain, Dino Sagani, speaking from the bridge. This is our maiden cruise to New Zealand here out of Sydney. I'm sure you are excited as we are. Rest assured, you can now relax and let us take care of you. Very good. And now we go to work.
We are on our way out of Sydney, Australia, to the beautiful country of New Zealand. Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Make some noise!
It will take 2 days to reach South Island to see the spectacular fjords. But there's 900 nautical miles still to go, across a notorious stretch of water.
Down here, in this part of the world, the Tasman Sea, the weather can change very fast. So that's why we have to be fully alert.
And it's not just the crew that must be vigilant.
Weather situation, sun is nice outside, but as the wind increases and the swell increases a little bit, please pay extra attention when you move around the vessel. Always use the handrails, and in your cabin, keep an eye, those doors can slam by itself. Okie dokie.
Welcome to the Majestic Princess. Majestic was built in Italy. She's the biggest one in the fleet.
On sea days, the entertainment crew run events. And leading the hottest ticket today is Robbie, keen to show he's ready for promotion.
Right, let's get started. Follow me, guys, sorry.
Hundreds of guests vie for just 20 places to go behind the scenes.
Okay, we're going to be running.
And at $175 a pop, it can't disappoint.
We have like 26 different nationalities only in the galley. We work together, we live together, we eat together on the other side, we just don't sleep together.
The ship isn't all just about diamonds and chandeliers, it's about pipes and metalwork.
All right, this door's really heavy.
After the executive chef in the galley, it's over to Radu, the first engineer.
This is a brand new ship with a new design, new architecture. This is the future.
An insertion fin.
Onwards to the anchor room.
My name is Silvio, I'm the safety officer on board. This is the super secret master plan that we have in place when we arrive. So we throw this one ashore to the mooring man. Used to be iron ball, but after we destroy so many cars, we can't do that anymore, okay?
It's great to learn what's behind the scenes of a ship.
Things that we don't see. I mean, we have a world up there and they have a world down here, and it's good to see both.
And finally, the tour highlight.
Welcome to the heart of Majestic Princess. You can see we have even a red carpet here.
Captain, why is the bridge called the bridge?
Oh, well, because in the past, the bridge used to be up on two pillars, and then there was this construction in December who were joining the two pillars, so they have to climb up. So, of course, it was just a bridge. You should know that.
I should know that, I should. I'm fired now. I do know now.
That's it, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, did you enjoy your tour? Yeah?
But has Robbie impressed the guests?
Robbie's got a good future. He'll definitely go far.
He explains everything.
Yes, and he's exciting.
While the tour's for the lucky few, in the shops on deck 5, there's something for everyone.
Here we go.
Over in the gallery, a $50 favorite is the cruise DVD.
Inside, your destinations experience and onboard.
Okay. Made by ship videographers Erin and Dustin.
We have the second best job on board after the captain.
I think we have the best job on board. Sorry, Captain. How many times do you think that the captain has been able to go out and see the ports that we've gotten to see? Like when you were in Russia and you went to the Hermitage, how many times do you think the captain got to get off the ship and go on tour? Never.
But the DVD needs to include the new destinations. Team manager Andrew plans to film the fjords, and he's got special permission to take a rescue boat out.
We're needing to get down in the FRC when we get into Fjordlands, and it's like a swift rescue vessel. It's sort of like a big jet ski that fits a bunch of people. So that way we are able to get the ship actually entering the fjord from a distance for the first time. We get a lot more video sales when we get that shot.
But Andrew's hopes hang on the weather, and drawing closer to the coast of New Zealand, the sea gets choppy.
Gale warning in force.
Yeah, this is the coast.
The problem is going to be the swell when we go in and out, no?
The first fjord is the trickiest. Not to go in, but to come back out. It's a tight turn with just 40 meters to spare.
Come down, and then here we can make just a nice, continuous swing.
But if the wind turns against them, with so little room to maneuver, they could be blown into treacherous terrain. Unaware of the complex planning, passengers sail into the night toward Milford Sound. But by the early hours, conditions have become more threatening. And it's safety officer Silvio's call whether Andrew's team can disembark to film in the rescue boat.
Hi guys, sorry to let you hang that long. I was up on the bridge until now, but for sure the boat is a no-go. The weather conditions too severe. I'm sorry guys.
At every port, local pilots guide the ship, but navigating these fjords in a gale, they're critical.
All stations, this is maritime radio. Coastal navigation warnings in force.
If they can't make it on, Dino will have to abort mission.
Cook, Castle Point, Grey, Milford.
Majestic Princess has reached Milford Sound, in the eye of 65-knot winds.
Sea becoming rough. Cook, gale warning in force.
Local pilots persevere. And make it.
Good morning, Captain. How are you going?
Nice to see you.
The pilot calls the weather station on the ground.
Yeah, okay, Danny. Thanks so much for your help. So he's saying strong all the way down to Harrison's Cove here.
Southwest, still
Following us in, yeah.
The time's come to decide whether to go in or to turn back. And it's Dino's call.
Okay.
Okay, so you.
Out on deck, a few guests are already up for the first possible glimpse of the fjord.
Ocean and cloud. It's lovely. Beautiful day. Beautiful day on the water.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, so it'd be nice to get in there.
Okay, I just want to tell the passenger now that what is the plan. Okie dokie.
Dino's weighed the risks and reached his decision.
This is the captain speaking from the bridge. I do have an important announcement. The wind
is gusting up to 65 to 70 knots.
And that is definitely an unsafe condition for us to attempt to enter the fjord. I know that, of course, it is quite disappointing, but I'm sure you well understand that your safety is my utmost priority.
So we're gonna
head towards Thompson. Let's keep the finger crossed that the condition will improve
as we present ourselves in front of Thompson Sound.
Now, passengers and crew pin their hopes on the next fjord.
Thank you for your understanding, ladies and gentlemen. Okie dokie. Some upset people.
In search of calmer waters, Dino swings southwest and heads for the fjord at Thompson.
I'd rather be floating around the boat than in the ocean swimming.
Below decks, staff take precautions against the rocky conditions. Two hours later, Majestic Princess has reached Thompson Sound.
I see a bit murky down there on the exit on the other side, yeah, but looks like low cloud, I hope, yeah?
And Dino considers whether it's safe to enter.
A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm here to give an update on the latest on the weather. I'm very happy to say that
the wind has gone down good enough for us to
enter in Thompson Sound.
Enjoy this day, ladies and gentlemen. Happy to commit, yeah? Happy, guys?
As Majestic Princess enters the fjord, for the guests, it's worth the wait.
It's almost eerie, isn't it?
It's not only the views, though, it's the feeling that you get. It's a feeling of peace, really.
there is a magic to this.
200 days of rain a year create incredible waterfalls. The videographers may not be filming from the boat, but Dustin's not missing the views from deck.
It's like an ice box out here. This is literally, I can see that it's actually hail. When I left Canada, I decided I wasn't going to pack anything warm because I'm coming to Australia, and now I feel like an idiot.
But the cold is a small price to pay to finally capture this landscape.
There's very few places in the world where you're going to see something that's this incredible.
Well, I really hope you have
Enjoy our passage through the beautiful fjords. It was quite challenging, but I really hope you have enjoyed throughout.
Now I can relax.
After the gales, 3,500 guests settle into the ship's 22 restaurants and bars, as another show starts in the 1,000-seat theatre. By morning, Majestic Princess has rounded the Cape of South Island. Now sailing along the southern coast towards the town of Akaroa, she's returned to a temperate climate.
And steer 040.
The next maneuver requires precision, and it's down to Second Officer Sean. He must drop the 15-ton anchor on a specific point.
It's a position that in latitude and longitude has been given to us also by the harbour master, so we want to drop it there, and he need to show me that he is capable to drive her nicely, and we want it on the spot.
For Sean, it's decisive. If his seamanship satisfies Dino, he'll be promoted to first officer.
Yeah, a bit nervous.
That's half ahead.
I wanted to be a captain since I was 5. My granddad was at sea, and the stories made me say, well, that's what I want to do.
30 stone 2?
Yes. So it's that one step closer. You know, you're now 3 ranks away from being up there.
Okie dokie. Okay, let's take the positions, guys.
With the safety of 5,000 on board at stake, Sean must talk through his thoughts.
Probably a bit more because of the wind. Setting us up.
A little bit louder, Sean, because otherwise I cannot hear you.
Okay, Captain. Yep. Okay, that's approaching the wheel over now. The plan is to come round about 6-7 degrees right turn to port and onto next track 331. That's reduced.
So gusting to 36, huh?
36, yeah.
Oops. So just stick to the track.
Yep.
The wind picks up as they approach the bay leading to Akaroa.
Okay, I guess you can start to make your way forward, yeah?
2.5 miles to go. Speed's coming down now.
Good morning, boss. Morning. So once the vessel in position, waiting for the instruction, and we let go the anchor. Very windy, I've always still outside, huh?
Guys, ready?
Down on deck 7, also waiting for Sean to drop anchor, are videographers Andrew and Erin.
Yeah, we should wear the suits.
These ones are really nice.
Silvio's given them a second chance to film the ship from the rescue boat.
Which side do you want to be on?
You take precedent, I'll get out of your way. Because really, the footage you get is the main thing, so I'll stay clear of you.
On the bridge, Sean is closing in on his target.
Hard to port?
Up to our last mile before the anchor's position. Now it's a matter of managing the speed.
5.5 knots now.
We're here, and this is the anchor's position. We're going to drop the anchor.
Speed's dropping now.
Foxer bridge.
You can put the port anchor all the way into the water and make it ready to let it go.
Great, foxhole, yes.
With 500 meters to the anchor point,
So we stand by. We are getting closer to position.
the officers wait for Sean's orders.
Now is the critical moment.
1 knot.
Okay, speed 1 knot and reducing all the time.
In position.
Ready to go?
Yeah. Hopefully I've passed the test.
Sure. All very good? Yeah, yeah. Well done. Looking forward to see this on your shoulder. Bravo. Okay, let's take these off. Come on. Because Cruise here is actually watching.
As the guests go ashore,
And now we go.
and with Safety Officer Silvio driving the videographer's boat,
Hold on. Hold on.
at last, Erin gets the shot they've been hoping for.
God, it's beautiful, eh? It really does make a difference.
Next time,
Ready for your cruise?
the pressure is on for Karen and Ren, who must step up to cover the hotel general manager role.
Okay, so it's Ren's fault that we're going to be late.
Robbie's pulling out all the stops to impress the passengers at the ship's Halloween celebrations. Captain Dino tries to make history by docking in Napier in the biggest conventional cruise ship the port has ever seen.
We need to reverse all the way in. It is a challenging port.
Singer Tonya has just 1 week to pull off her first one-woman show.
I would have loved to have more time. I'm going to have to think of something last minute.
And as the cruise approaches Sydney, it's the final hurrah.
Welcome to Sydney, Australia, Majestic Princess.